Okay.
And then she said Pia is her sister, so
Cousin.
You guys.
Her mother went to Congo and sister to this one.
Oh, so your cousin on the patano
Oh, you're Mtoro.
I'm Mtoro.
Empako yawe chad.
Aki.
Obuhomezi.
Burungu.
Uyebare mu kisika.
This is the Mid-Morning Tukone, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Welcome to the time when we talk about things the way they are. We call it the red seat.
The Red Seat, Mid-Morning Tukone.
I have a situation coming in from our one Grace. It's already on my social media platforms, Zavaliku X. You can check it out. Grace has been in a relationship. This is something she told me about 4 weeks ago. And she's been dating Oscar Okumara Emiezi Mukaga. And now, she wants to leave the relationship. Why? Because she feels like the guy isn't available for her emotionally. Emotional availability.
Yes, sir.
She wants to leave, and that leads me to a question that I want to ask us here. First of all, emotional ability, Watagwan. Like, how do you explain that? And can it make you leave somebody if they are not emotionally available for you?
Me, it can.
It can?
Yes.
What is emotional availability, first of all?
I think it's someone who is there for you, like someone who can listen to you, someone you can open up to, someone, I don't know, like, you know, when there is a time when you really need to talk to the person. I don't know. But this person, apart from giving you money, giving you presents, but when he can understand you, you can talk to them.
Wow. So if I give you money, everything else Wendy, but I am not there for you to.
Yes. Like I don't know if I make sense.
I hear you. Detacha. Is that also your understanding of emotional ability?
Kati bamazomu wa sento mazomu wa buli kimu zoza sule nyumba okola bikinembwa ayagala umberere mbunga ayina muvumi ojoga mbi yali wanange muvume mbu emotion is simanyi mpulira mbu am feeling simanyi like not talking to anybody, just be here, I talk to you bombo clat kati ayagala umuberere mu byekizo bayita emotions omuntu ayagala umberere mu byekigwagwa things that don't make sense but mbu they make sense to them okitegera ebintu ebireta simanyi
depression, stress,
depression and mental
anxiety.
Muntu kweteka bintu bya kisiru nabiremezaamu ebbanga nalemezaamu kitegera muri ku bintu bya kigeze ali ku bintu bya atamanyi abirawa mu film nayaga naye abiberemu I feel like staying alone kati you're poor, you need to go and work, you want to stay alone in whose house oba kitegera bintu ebyo so eriyanda kati oyo mukyala akala bamberemu bintu ebyekisiru kibaita emotional availability.
Is that also your school of thought when it comes to emotional availability?
Me, first of all, I can't leave a man because he's not there for me emotionally, though I am an emotional being.
Okay.
But I believe that as a person, if you have esteem issues, if you have problems with who you are, then you're going to need to cling on to somebody else for that fulfillment of that cycle of your life. For me, as long as a man is present, although he's not overly present, because emotional availability requires an overly present person, as in you are appealing to all the senses of someone: hear, thought, touch, taste. You get it?
Excuse me?
Hey, emotional availability has to do with
do
you
that again. Say that again.
Appealing to the what do they call those senses? The five
senses. Yes.
5 senses of human nature, like the tasting, the feeling, the touching,
everything.
Everything, as in each
and
of them.
Everything, like everything.
You must be able to hear me. You must be very critical enough. You must touch me right. You must you must do all these things. That kind of emotional availability. Sometimes it's looked at as vulnerability in women, like you're vulnerable. Because then you are demanding so much, from a person whose inborn character is not to give you all that.
Exactly.
So me, I don't believe that I would leave someone because they are not there for me emotionally.
I'm looking at this situation like dealing with a baby. Thank you. You're the one who is supposed to You're the one who is supposed to 100% be there for them.
balozoolaluse kati nono omuntu omukulu ayagala akuteeke mu mbeera eyo obeerawo nga kulimu kuba emotions oyinza omusanga atugubadde nga kaasa agenda safaari enze nkubulya emotions nzibu nnyo.
When a woman is too emotional, she becomes like a baby.
Like you guys, not emotion of like being sad. Henry, have you ever been friends with someone, but then you don't know how you fall in love with this person? Like you connect with this person through emotions. Like you talk, they give you time.
This is it. You see, this is how I look at a relationship. In my opinion.
Yeah.
My responsibility in your life is to make sure you don't need any other man whatsoever.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Financially.
It's to provide.
Sexually.
It's to provide.
Whatever you need.
Just be a provider.
If we are in a serious relationship.
Yeah. Yes.
But I'm dealing with an adult.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are
Who
above
has
18.
to have their own
So
sense of
you think you like
responsibility and
it's
emotional control.
why I'm bringing in adult.
Yeah.
It's value addition. I love you. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to be there for you.
Yes.
100%. But then now inachonga tako.
Yeah.
Now when it gets to the emotional bit of it, truly, we are in a society where there is information everywhere. There's knowledge.
Yes.
You can understand who a man is, who a woman is, and we've gone even deeper to understand that we come in different shades of character.
Yeah.
You have an alpha, semani beta. People have different characters and behavior. Yeah. Now, I feel like me appealing 100% to your emotions, to your vulnerability, is a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it is.
And at the end of
unachievable.
and thank
Yeah,
you. That's the word
very
I was
true.
actually
I agree.
unachievable, because I'm not gonna be able to appeal to all your emotions 100%.
Yeah.
Why did I mention the adulthood? As an adult, what we've been to be aware of for the sake of you in a relationship and love is about sacrifice.
Yes.
So if I cannot meet you halfway somewhere somehow in those emotions, what are you going to do about it?
You're going to lose yourself.
Are you
You're
going to
to
lose
run
yourself?
mad.
Supposed to be there
I
for
know
100%.
I know of people, I've seen couples who have been in love, but when things get serious and they can't appeal to another person's emotional vulnerability, then they are substituted in the relationship.
Yeah.
Case in point, Ditacha or dating a Pamela. The relationship is very kawa. Mutambula bulungi chayagala ochimua. Tubamanyi the relationship. She even stays with you. But then in the long run, you're not quote emotionally available for her.
Yeah.
Then she gets Juma, who is emotionally available
That's the point.
for her.
Who's gonna
Nti
listen to
achimanyi
nonsense?
gwe mani we.
Yeah.
But Juma is the one who she can
To listen
provide
to
in.
her nonsense.
Amukubira. I know of relationships where people have split because of that rubbish.
You see, I
Yeah.
told you guys.
Because nkudzayo ku kiri kyenagambe, my responsibility
Yeah.
in your life is to make sure you don't need any other person whatsoever. What are you going to sacrifice?
Kati
Yes.
omanyi lwaki awo emotions watulema nti we are not emotionally the same.
Thank you.
Kati
You're
fe
right.
interpretation yaffe olwobirabanga omuntu ali okumanyira obumanyizi naye nga ye kyayagala kati abakyala kye balina okumanya nti we cannot read their emotions because we are not women as such.
Not as such at all. We are males.
There are men
Why are they males?
who go down to the extent of asking, did you eat lunch? Ngate yalisewo ne sente. Omanyi waliwo ebintu ebyekisiru. Ndesewo sente ez'okulya. Era ndo alina obuvunaanyizibwa obwokubuuza mu did you eat? Bombo club. Lindako abo bafaala bwe batyo bagoyinga down alowooza mbu he can make it. N'atamanya nti emotions
Alowooza
zeyongera
Angel Gabriel,
zibendinga towards more light kati amanya nti kananisa okumbuuza nti siridde alina osukkawo kati lwaki tavuga n'akomawo alaba oba ndya because emotions zo zidemandinga omanyi lwaki nze nkubuuza omanyi lwaki ogetinga fed of the same touch omuntu bwajja n'akukwata leero wano mu nsingo you feel it is okay you feel emotionally
bwakiddamu enkya
bifuuka obvious otandika okulaba kwatawo it is nothing waliwo omuntu nga nakabiriga awulira bulungi waliwo omuntu twanga nonna obuberiga omala biseera kakati kyenkugamba ne emotions zose weziri kati bw'oba waweerezanga bu message n'oweereza semuka message kati kaba tekakyakola makulu that means this time drive and go back and see when she's eating next time get a fork and
but again much as I don't agree with being overly emotional as a lady, I also want you guys to work at it to also understand our perspective as women who are created emotional. You understand?
Yes.
As in for us
It's
to
natural.
be able
We understand.
for a woman to be able to make a relationship work well, for you to be able to be happy, Henry and Itacha, she must be emotionally, to some extent, to some level, satisfied.
Yeah.
Because if she's not satisfied, she's going to focus her energies elsewhere. Because women are always attention seekers.
I told you.
Women want to be receivers. We want to receive something. However, there are levels where it gets too much.
Yeah.
When my emotions are too deep to the things I was talking about, like we were saying a message, you know, you've sent me lunch, did you have lunch, what did you eat, talk to me for 1 hour on the phone, and all that is too much clinginess on someone to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Now that is actually an esteem problem and an ego problem. You become a problem in the relationship because you're clinging onto someone so much for attention, so you're feeding a lot of their energy.
So how do we strike a balance? Because you see, before we become who we are in relationships, we are human beings who come in shades of male or female.
Yeah.
Females are emotional. Men suppress emotions. Men are risk takers. Men just go there. But then also we are dealing with a generation where some women are not emotional at all.
Of course.
Actually, the reason why
Yes.
you see there are many breakups these days, the reason why you see even some marriages probably are not working is because women have started acting like men.
Thank you.
They have taken that space because they realize that when they act as a woman, it's not working for them. The man
And
is
it will not work.
It will not work. It's not working
In
for
this
them.
generation,
Baba,
So
menye
let me
mitsima.
think the way a man thinks. Dress like a woman, act
It's
like a woman.
evolution. It's inborn. Because we've had generations of single mothers that have instilled their genes and instincts and everything. So omwana avayo nga kirincha toina kyomugamba as a baby they are going to wash their cup.
Henry,
Yes.
let me first finish. The problem is this society of men have made the society of women that we see.
Yeah.
You're not available for us. You don't understand our emotional needs. So we are forced to step up and fill those gaps for ourselves
there's a lot on
as
our
women.
heads.
But
So you guys
then
are
also
failing. You're
this is-
failing to play your role. The
you-
problem is men only want women to
Pull
do
up.
things for them,
Pull up.
but you don't want to listen to them and do things for them.
Pull up. Men have failed. Okay.
They are failing.
We accept.
Uh-huh.
We put our hands up, we take the blame. You women, you have succeeded.
We try. We try.
Henry, let me put it like this. Let me put it like this.
Listen,
Pamela, simple. How many men,
Hey.
according you're a journalist, how many men are taking care of their women? Let's leave the emotions because emotions are not
Thank
visible.
you. Yes.
The visibility, you see how many men have built houses, have held their women, have
Now-
run families on the percentage, and the single moms rated them.
That percentage is low because these days you're going to find a woman is even sitting on the street selling tomatoes to fend for her family.
Working
You understand?
is bad.
The man,
Where is the man? The man is
can't
riding a
afford-
boda
let me
boda.
just
Thank
even-
you.
The man
Thank
is
you.
riding a boda boda.
By the way, let me tell you. Hold on.
I can't even take care of my hair.
Listen.
You understand?
There are some men who
But that's what you're supposed to provide. Now why are you
it is
saying it's your
micro.
problem?
It is macro.
This is no ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat. Mu mid-morning to Kone.
Mwena musirike.
Let me tell you.
Pull
Where are you?
Listen, Ditacha, before I know.
From
I know.
Eve was in the bush looking for food. Where the snake met her. Your blood. So now you think
that you
what
guys,
is-
we are,
Listen.
we are taking over your role.
Hold on, Pam.
Even more.
Pam, just a second. Ditacha, just a second. I personally, I do not subscribe, excuse my language, to that nonsense of women have suffered more than men.
Because they go
Listen,
and
No,
work.
no one is saying women have suffered. Don't use the word suffer.
That's
The fact that I
she's
choose to
there
get up
on
and
the
fend
road
for
saying,
Women in
myself.
part of their law.
Listen.
No,
Listen,
you see
Pamela.
women,
Tugule
they do
maso
pass
gafe.
through a lot. Yeah? They do pass through a lot. This is a woman who has gone through the cycle of pregnancy for 9 months. After 9 months, she has to breastfeed and take care of this baby. You put don't by the men and take care of the
And
man
where is the man? Where
as
is
well.
the man?
The man
As
is
the woman is pregnant, where is the
the
man?
man. Some
The
of
church-
them,
the-
some of
the
them are
Kalandinge.
Don't say
working.
some. Let's take
The
the man.
Kalandinge.
Because not
Listen.
all women are pregnant.
Not all men
So
are
you are saying
available.
some.
Generally.
Where are some
Not
men
all
now?
men
Generally, women get
Those
pregnant.
men you're
That's
seeing
why we
driving
have
boda bodas in rain, whom are they working for?
Okay, this is what we're going to
For
do.
their
Listen.
Who's the children?
his
Me and who's the child?
Yo, Temuli, listen.
Gwekati ono kamubuzo, nza
Linda
mubuzo.
ko,
Nza
Ditacha.
mubuzo.
Detach.
First of all, disobedience in this show is not allowed. Then secondly, I'm going to give you all 3 minutes. Mwemare goga kwene Pamela. Then it will ingire
Those men you see working in the rain, riding
Yeah.
bodaboda, who are they working for?
They're working
Sure,
for women.
See, I'm a soko with them. Soko
You
baleke.
see the church. Much as a man is riding a boda boda.
You have 3 minutes. Use
In the
them
rain.
constructively.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. This man might have a girlfriend. Yeah? He might
Still a
have
woman. Just know that one is still a woman.
Kayogera male then your jail, so
Okay.
that we have
He will have
a
a
conversation
girlfriend.
that is
He will
yes.
have probably a side dish. Maybe somebody just has to play for fun with. Then he has his own needs to look at. As in, tonight I'm going to the bar.
Yes.
Ngenda kwana. I have to have some money on me. Then he has Mama Wavana, okay, at home,
Yeah.
who has like maybe 2 kids or so. So at the end of the day, he's going to send for Mama Wavana. From the boda he has made 100K. He's sending 20K for you at home. You have 2 kids. Yeah? He has told you Tura waka overe, the wife at home. That 20,000 is not enough. I have pads. I get you 2 periods. I have to take care
So
of
every
my
day
own
you're in
emotional
periods.
needs.
Hold
No,
on.
wait. No, not every day. You get it. But I'm saying those are part of the needs of
Yes,
women.
yes,
By the,
yes,
take
yes,
this
yes,
seriously.
yes.
It's not even a joke. Yeah? Because you can't have a woman at home.
What did
You
Eve
claim
use
to
in
be,
the Garden of
you
Eden?
guys,
Leaves?
You claim to be
Leaves.
providers. We know that you're supposed to be providers
Yes,
and
yes.
provide for your families.
Yes.
Why is it that when it comes to you providing, you're running away from that responsibility? You're having a problem with it. Why are you having a problem
Listen.
with providing for a woman? Now, that 20K you're living at home is not enough. Fine, you've paid rent, but it's not enough still to cater for the home. This woman is forced to get up and look for a job and work and take up equal spaces as you, the man. You get it? So at the end of the day, you're going to wonder, oh, why is she not available? Oh, maybe why is she cheating? Or maybe why is she doing... When a woman starts to do her own things, she's going to take care of her own mind and everything else. And her focus is going to switch from you to her children.
Okay.
From you to another man.
Thank you.
Because where attention comes and care comes is where she switches her
Preach.
energy.
The 3
And
3
as
minutes
long
are
as
all,
she's
almost
providing
over.
for herself.
I feel the energy. I feel the words.
Please feel
like,
it. You
I'm
have to
there in the
feel
zone
it.
with you.
So what I'm saying,
Detacher, yes.
as you're saying, is living the 20K, leaving the 80 for himself, you're just imagining. You get it? What about one who gets 30K and is living the 20 and him is living 10K for himself? He's also another man who is living there. So abasajja have worked a lot. They are simply working for women who are at home, being pregnant. We don't care whether they are pregnant or not. We still provide what we have.
Yeah.
Abasajja babeera ekiro mu mbiranye bali mu mabala nzamwini bazi mvano mudere dozi nengende ikamuli working for my woman and kids. But when I come back and again feel like somebody who has chance to work, as I'm working is filling my space. She's helping me to work because my work is provided. Why am I working? What is it?
I hear you.
She's only working to fill some gaps that I cannot fill just because of this macroeconomic
Pamela, you had your time.
I'm going
Hold
to
on.
ask him a question
Hold
after.
on,
I'm
hold
going to
on.
ask you a question.
The problem, me earning little isn't my wish. It could be
Thank
financial handicaps or
Thank you.
education or
Thank you.
anything or economic factors or any other factor. We know them. So me earning little doesn't mean I don't care.
It is what you afford at that time.
Affording and not wanting is very different thing. Not managing and not wanting are very different.
Yeah.
We have
So
to go
for
for
you,
a
you're
break.
thinking that whoever earns 20
Thank you.
and gives the 10 doesn't want to provide 50.
Pamela looks like she wants to house you a slap.
You guys, I don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Because every man will put a woman in a status he can afford to
Yeah.
for her. And every woman will stay with a man because she understands his status.
Yeah.
By the time she has decided to see Mama Wabana at home, in this setting, the man is a boda boda rider. She understands to some extent. However, I am saying, why is it a problem? Why
Yes.
do you men want women to feel out, like to outdo themselves? Yeah. While for you, even when it comes to now working, the church is saying, why is it a problem if you are working?
Listen.
You understand?
So-
But it's not bad.
Where do you want us to draw the line about how a man is supposed to behave in this society today,
Now-
and where a woman's place
Thank
is?
you.
Because you're asking a woman needs to be submissive. How is she going to be submissive
Listen,
when she's
doing
working.
the roles that you are doing as a
So
man?
going to work and supplementing on what I give her is taking.
Okay, you guys. Unfortunately, we have to take a break. We have to take a break. The question started from Grace, who is saying Oscar is not emotionally available for her. Is that something that can make you leave? Now we've a little bit detoured to the gender roles and what to expect, but which is necessary because it also entails this. I have a lot of things to say, but unfortunately we have to go for a break, and I want to hear from you what would it is esawa zino chichi cholowooza ku noti musanvu munoti bbiri after the break. This is the Red Seat in the mid-morning.
Zina waliwo abuuzizaako engeri y'okukulakulanya mu bizinensi yo naye nga tomanyi wakutandikira. Okimanyi toyinza okuba otuuse ku buwanguzi. Weesabire looni okuva mu Numida ne bakugonnomolako miliyoni za Uganda 10 bwentu. Tuli wamu nammwe abeeyiya nga bamakanika, ababotiiki, abalina ebintu bye mwekolera, abawoteeri, ate ng'okusasula kwangu nnyo. Okusasula okuva ku nnaku 15 paka ku nnaku 6. Okulakulanya bizinensi yo kati kyangu nnyo. Genda ku Presto wakati onoonye Numida osabe looni yo okulakulana. Tukubire ku noti 8 M00 240 oba ku WhatsApp ku 0787 56 03 oba tukyalireko ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa www.numida.com. Numida, kulaakulanya bizinensi yo.
Abawi b'omusolo nsaleesalewo okusasula omusolo asembedde. Sasula omusolo gugerekeddwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 3 Juni 2025 terunnatuuka. Weewale okuweebwa engassi n'ebibonerezo ebirala ng'osasula mu budde. Tolwawo, kikoleko kati kubira URA ku ssimu etali ya kusasulira noti 800 277 oba ku WhatsApp noti 772 400
Ekiranga ekyenjawulo okuva mu Baseline Education Census 2025 ekitongole ekivunaanyizibwa okubala abantu ki Uganda Bureau of Statistics nga kikwataganye ne Ministry y'ebyenjigiriza n'emizannyo kitegeseewo okubala okuyitibwa Baseline Education Census 2025. Okubala kuno kwakutwaliramu amatendekero gonna mu ggwanga aga gavumenti n'ag'obwannannyini nga pre-primary, primary, secondary, vocational n'amatendekero aga waggulu. Okukungaanya kuno okuva mu kubala oba Baseline Education Census kwakukolebwa mu mitendera okutandika ne Greater Kampala Metropolitan omuli district nga Kampala, Mukono ne Wakiso. Ebitundu ebirala mu ggwanga byakutandikibwako ku ntandikwa y'olusoma olwokubiri. Okubala kuno kwakutwaliramu abasomi, abasomesa n'ebizimbe okuyambako mu nteekateeka n'ensalawo y'amateeka mu byenjigiriza. Ekitongole ki Uganda Bureau of Statistics kikubiriza abantu mwenna abakulu b'amasomero n'amatendekero amalala nga kwotadde n'abakulembeze ba gavumenti ez'ebitundu okukolagana obulungi n'abagenda okubala. Mu ngeri y'enjawulo, ekitongole ki Uganda Bureau of Statistics kikubiriza abazadde b'abayizi bonna okuwagira enteekateeka eno nga bakakasa nti abayizi bamanyiddwa lwe baazaalibwa, balina ennamba ya ndagamuntu n'ennamba y'abayizi oba giyite Learners Identification Number. Okumanya ebisingawo kuba ku ssimu noti 772 933 628 oba noti 743 787 189. Okuva ewa Dr. Chris Mukiza, Executive Director.
Bwe tugamba amasannyalaze tutegeeza Easter Monday Festival gye bayise Champanya ku Forest Park e Buloba ng'abiri mu lumu April. Tuleesa pikipiki z'empaka Style Champanya mukeere kwa Babuladi olwo tusumulule endongo mujja kugiwulira. King Saha, Spice Diana, Vinka, Crystal Panda, Bruno K, Dax Vibes, Mudra, Tom D, Hasidic Vocals, Fred Vito Mutuju, Caesar Bafana, DJ Roger, Winnie Wamami, Queen Nations of 12 with JPM Tuaresa, Emizi y'abantu abanayaka kadde kamu, emiryango gigulawo essaawa nnyezi okumakya. Tosubwa okuvuga amaato, okuvuga embalasi, bouncing castles, ziplining, eno Champanya system, biwagiddwa Panda Saloon.
Bond 7, fresh look, still extra smooth, not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Abato, leero tugenda kubala. Emu, tatu, 4, 5. Lero engeri empya 5 ez'okwagala omwana wo. Woweeza era okuma olususu lw'omwana wo ng'okozesa enkola empya 5. Movit Baby Jelly Original okukuza omwana wo. Movit Baby Jelly Aloe Vera okukuma olususu lwa shibubu wo. Movit Baby Jelly Cocoa Butter okubudaabuda pinku wo. Akawawa ka Movit Baby Jelly akasaamusaamu okukakkanya omwana wo omuto. Ne Movit Baby Jelly Avocado okugonza olususu lwa bujubuju.
Walk into Eastbird University City Campus
campus at Conrad Plaza and embrace your passion in IT. Most rewarding and fully accredited cutting-edge diplomas and UBTEB accredited certificates, besides several short courses like CCNA, cybersecurity, data science, cloud computing, AI and Python. Isbert University is renowned for its world-class infrastructure and best teaching skills, thereby ranked among the top 10 in Africa by Times Higher Education UK. For details, visit us at Conrad Plaza in Tebe Road or visit www.isbertuniversity.ac.ug. Isbert University, empowering lives, empowering Uganda, empowering Africa.
Esawe tuse abanene bakabe, esawe tuse abagoba bawangule, esawe tuse hakuna mchezo, esawe tuse hakuna matata.
Sizoni y'omupiira wetuse yavaawo mpitewo enjovu enaasobola okubikola oba Liverpool akitwala ne Man City egamba teri gye kiraga. Abalala beesibidde mu Europa, abalala batugamba mu Champions League. Bino byonna osobola obbimanya nga bw'owangula mu kitundu ekisembayo ekya sizoni eno ne Kagwirawo Sports Bet gwali ku Airtel nyiga star 185 star 5 star 3 star 2 hash oba ku MTN onyiga sitemu 65 star 4 star 6 star Nyahash. Over website www.kagwirawo.ug. The Red Seat, mid-morning to Kone, every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
Grace has been dating Oscar for 6 months. Oscar is not emotionally available for her and she wants to leave. We're asking the question, what is emotional availability and can it make you leave your relationship? Detacha, I just say emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
07102102102. Galaxy.
Good afternoon, guys. Thanks for the show.
You're welcome, my dear.
In these relationships, just like cheating, omuntu asobola okugamba I can't stand cheating. I mean, if a man gives me everything that I want, I mean, like cheating is just a simple thing. Gasobola okustandinga, no, then newabeerawo omulala nagamba I can't stand cheating. So it's the same as these emotions whatsoever. Omuntu omulala asobola okugamba nti they can stand up.
I hear you.
Person. Then nemubamu abalala attention seekers. Ngayagala wabira n'omusajja we to act stupid, to act sad, so whatsoever. So I think the same thing with Grace. Ngayagala if she's with her man, ngayagala biranga she's acting like a baby. I mean, like, yeah, nga bwatyo bwafinding her love life so. And then there are some men who are not like that. I mean, it's not that he doesn't love you, but then he's not just like that. He doesn't carry himself like that and have nothing to do about it.
Thank you so much, my dear. 0707102102102. Galaxy.
Mr. Emre Chichiro, this is Moses from Nasa.
Yes.
Katiza Chenja Galo Boza Pamela. What do women live like? Over Chicheba, Bwanga Agamba. Is there any man who stood up now audience or not to allow women emancipation? Sisubiera Bobini Bagitandikao. Abaganda Bagamba, Angel Teremere Masanga Gayo, Bubanga Basavo, Kolera, Bagumi Bakole. That's and get it ready. Babona, Sadia Kuleka, Kavi, Nagacha, Abona.
Emotional availability requirements also range from people to people. Waliwo abantu nga bo bamafia. They will understand that ojabeerawo nebwebata omukubidde oba omukubidde naye ng'ali solid. Togenda musanga abuukabuuka nga waali. Then waliwo bano obaddewo nnaku 2-3 out of 7 days. If you're not available for 2 days, she's already replaced you in one way or the other. So, yes.
Nzobangena neŋŋamba oba muzende. Yabindeetera kuba muzende naye tayagala bintu byakwekoza era kumakya oli mubuuzabuuza wasuza otya kamonda bandi bulungi ngenda mu nnimiro mbuuza nasuza nkyankuddemu ntya tambula genda olime ggwe gamba nga tayagala nze ngenda nenga obanzi kyekibintu saagala omuntu kumbuuza kintu ekiri obvious neekolezaako tutya ddala ng'onkyoma okitegeera naye ng'ate sometimes nyinza obyeresa bweresa nemanya nti ono yeekoza nenkyesonyiwa naye ate olumu bwe kisukka sola kyesonyiwa for a long time oyo kinsukkako naye nga tekyemanyi mu relationship waba ebintu byoleka noga nti ono akola bwati naye ekyo kankimma amazzi naye emotional demands teziggwayo nga benga nti omuntu zijuka enkya negwe kyolanga biggest break up nze kyemmanyi eyinza obutava kuba abakazi bangi abagumidde obwavu bakazi bangi abagumidde balekera omutwalo n'ebyo ebya emotion ebyo ebyaviirako cheatinga okimanyi nga abakazi abasinga acheatinga ku muntu gwo atagenda mu providingira
naye ng'amuwana
kati byebyo
kasita amuwana nga wali ng'amuwa obudde
tosobola zisatisfyinga gwe ng'omusajja ne bw'okola otya omanyi nti omuntu acheatinze ku mukazi wo yamusatisfyinga emotionally kubanga kyapeyingako attention kyokka.
But this is what I keep telling ladies and young girls in relationships. Omusajja nga si yakulina 100%. It's very easy. To make you feel comfortable and make you feel
because
thank you. He's also not having the burden of I don't want to call it a burden, but the responsibility of your hair, your nails, your food, your family, everything. Yeah, so no yajanga take our vibe. But also remember, I will take you guys back to a time when a lot of men, old men, died in COVID. Do you know how many young girls were crying? You see, osanga omusajja omupamera kiriza gaana nga waniridde bubebi nga butaano nga bubebi obwo nabwo bulinawo bugayi bwabo, but there's so staunch provider. And now I've not even told you the daughters, I've not told you the employees, naye nga bonna beetolodde ku muntu ogwo.
Ninako bapamera mbagamba wano nti byonna bena bimwewala musimanyi single moms. All those single moms are still depending on men.
Yeah, they are.
Kati single mom mekabe beterako sente kati single mom kiwano gwingendo sindikira amajja. It still rotates on men. Those better boy guys you're seeing living event at home.
Yes.
The 10 is going for another single mom. Another 10 is going for another young guy.
Okay, I think to sum it up and understand it, it goes back to the question I asked in Wakatandika. What does a woman truly want from a man?
First of all, availability.
No, sorry.
Yes.
How can I be available when I'm coinless?
You have to, no, like you have to be available. What I mean, emotionally,
yes,
financially, or you know, kubera, or you know, kubera, racho on part time,
and okay, then Pamela, I really want you to answer this for me. If you want, do you agree with what Siama said?
Half, ish.
Yes.
If I'm available and I'm coinless,
okay, then I think the most important, and for me, I sum it in one go. My responsibility in your life is to make sure you don't need any other man whatsoever. I have to satisfy you in all angles, in everything. Then me, what do I want from you?
You see, Henry, this is the problem. When relationships are starting off, maybe first year, I don't know, some guys go as far as first year, 2 years down the road, they're going to show you how present they can be. Yeah? With those calls, with their attention giving. And then all of a sudden you drop it. And you know, you have, you know, women are like, you know, as you said, like babies, somehow, to some extent, that when you have nurtured her in a certain way, she's going to remain clinging onto those things and wanting more of what you have given her. Then secondly, a man in love is a man that gives attention. Yep. When a man has lost feelings, most times when a man has lost feelings, even if you've been together like for 5 years, 6 years, that man will still give you attention to a certain level because you're still a priority to him because he still loves you. When a man is not in love with you, his attention goes elsewhere. Of course. A man who is in love with a woman will not just stop at sending her money and say that's it. He's going to go an extra mile. Yes. He's going to try to read if she's not okay. Nenga, I was home today. My wife was not fine. Baby, are you okay? What do you need? Is it mommy at home? Is it like he's on a daily? I'm telling you, Ditacha, it may not be, it may not be as intense as it usually is, as that love bombing that men have at the beginning. But that attention never fades away, and that's the attention that women are seeking. Now, this extreme emotional availability is where it's a problem. However, you have to meet that. Do you know why Henry was saying during the COVID times, there are many young girls who were crying? Because these older guys give more than just providing financial help. They're actually all-round providers. He knows how to care.
Yeah.
He knows how to listen.
Bye,
he knows
bye.
how to give attention, and he can know how to divide that attention
Do they
even
talk to you
among 5 or 6
for 2
women
hours on the phone?
and still make them okay. Now that depends on the woman.
Is he a
Because for
pensioner that
me-
he no longer works?
For me,
If he's a
no,
pensioner
you
who no
see,
longer
you
works,
guys,
he
there are
don't want to
women, there are women whose emotional availability is very petty. As petty
Yes.
as saying, I want to talk to you for 2 hours.
Thank
As
you.
petty as
Thank
saying,
you.
call me after every 1 hour while you're at work.
Garbage. Yeah.
Send me text messages or WhatsApp.
That's
Da-da-da,
wrong.
all that.
That will never
But
be wrong.
there are women whose emotional availability is more mature. As in, the man comes back from work, she leaves him to rest an hour or 2, but then he has to revert, like she has to receive some attention from him somehow. Maybe he hugs, maybe they cuddle on the couch, maybe he finds out how her day was.
Okay,
maybe
but
like,
on
it
a
doesn't
day-
have to be that
Yeah,
deep.
thank you. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that deep,
Kankusigire
but he has to be
ekifaananyi kino.
present.
I'm asking on a daily.
Yeah. Detach, hold
I'm
up, hold
telling
up.
you, Detach,
Listen.
it does not
Kamera
have to
bali
be
no
on a
muzanyo.
daily.
You
You
see-
know, you are misunderstanding this whole
let
thing.
me explain it to you.
Balina omuzannyo bano
Why
abaana.
it's very easy for omusajja akuzeekuzeemuko to 100% easily satisfy a young girl
Yeah.
is because there are certain struggles they've gone through in life.
He's accomplished somehow.
when this chick has been absent, yeah?
Yeah.
But then zino struggles tabadde single. In that moment, the baba kubi emiggo, they know how to look after a woman. They know what to say, they know how to provide, and most importantly, their financial clock has clocked to some degree.
Ebirowoozo
Pamela,
bye biri
listen,
wamu.
osooka ompulirize bulungi nnyo before you interrupt. I don't want to lose my train of thought. So if I am still hustling with you, you see, you have the biological clock, I have the financial clock.
Yeah.
At that moment, I am nezimba naawe. Because kirizagana the relationship ezisinga zetukoze eki zetulimu. So there are certain things you're gonna want. Probably you're staying at my place, you will put me on pressure of getting land. Banaye sagala kufiira mu bupangisa.
Which
You
is a
know,
good thing.
omanye ebibuuzo byammwe ebibuuzo byammwe banaye nze nkooyo okulya ebijanjaalo banaye ka tv kano katini baneiba baguze tv ennene bannange baneiba baleekana tuveewo wano nkooyo akayumba.
Then you want me to cuddle.
Now listen, naturally,
Yeah, it's
Pamela, understand this.
Yeah.
Naturally, I want you to have a good life.
Yeah.
Do you agree or not?
I agree.
I agree.
Naturally, I'm not going to clap for the things you're telling me. Onsabye omunnyo, TV ogikooye, oyagala tusenguke. And now listen.
Of which you're right.
You
Yeah,
are
you're
right,
right,
100%.
definitely. A woman doesn't
That is
do
that
that
is
to
what
you
I
instead.
That's why I feel
that is
emotional about
what
it, because you're
I
right.
expect from you. You
Yes.
understand? And then also remember, you don't come alone. Your entire family is looking at me to make you a better person. To some extent that some men even go an extra mile of providing for your siblings because it's society. Omusajja, that's why your young siblings in the holiday, they come to whose home?
To your home.
Now, ebintu ebyo sinti mbeera sikwagala. They come with pressure. Mu kifo ky'okulowoozaako gwe nga ggwe ndowooza ku ki? And then also remember, you expect me to perform. Onfuna, when I come back, you expect me to service you 100%. Emotionally, those things are going to put me in a certain space. That's why some people call it the man cave. I am a man. You are my responsibility. Kirizagana. If you add something onto the table, it is an advantage. But society does not expect you to add something onto the table. Society expects me to 100% take care of you. They wear me down.
But that's not reality,
listen.
Henry. Reality is on ground.
then
It's not like
also,
that. You're
now,
lying.
You understand that's the typical
Facts.
relationship.
No,
now,
facts.
when you find a man who is already established, you're not going to go through that process with him. Akugamba bugambe enyumba yiyo nagizimba dayingira mu buyingizi. When isn't he going to be happy? That's why omusajja yeye agenda kuvuga speed because you are in a transaction. You're not in a relationship.
No, Henry, you people, I need you to get my point right. You're talking about a woman whose husband lives for her 20K at home. That woman stays in that marriage because she knows that this man is a provider. You understand?
Yes.
Women stay with men who are going through the process of development because they understand the potential these men have and they see the aspect of provider.
Now where does
that
the problem
man.
come from?
You understand? So the woman, if she feels your provision is not enough, she steps up. Not that she's walking out. She steps up and says, "Nange kamfuneyo mulimo,"
Which is
to
not
help
bad.
and support the financial muscle of the home.
Now we want to hear
which
the
is not
problem
bad. Now you guys are looking at it as a bad thing.
No, it's not. We didn't say it's bad.
No,
we didn't say it's bad.
The reason why I'm saying you guys are looking at it as a bad thing is that you are not trying to meet this woman halfway, but you're looking at only yourselves, your needs. Let's agree, you guys. The energy of men, when it comes to attention and romantic things, always shifts depending on who he likes at that moment. Henry, facts.
Yes,
a man will always, that attention of romance, that attention of care is always there. It's part of a man. Don't lie. It's part of a man, but it will always shift somewhere.
We are teaching you from today so that you teach other women. Let's teach you from today. Pamela, let's help you. We are men. Let's help you. Attention, sexual and whatever, can shift due to financial handicaps.
Thank you.
Can shift due to political
environment.
Can shift to environment.
Where is it shifting?
Your reason is only on love, that he has shifted now the love to another person.
No,
I'm thinking about
love.
I have court bailiffs on my neck, and you think I'm not cuddling with you just because of another woman.
You guys have to agree.
My sister.
That attention
shifts because of only love.
It will shift. Men have somewhere they're either getting that attention from, or they are giving it.
No.
So if we have financial thoughts and everything, it cannot shift any love.
No, financial thoughts will somehow affect a man's way of behavior, and a woman will understand. She will know that this man is dealing with hardships.
So if she doesn't understand, her brain will strictly go to another woman. Now is in my space.
Most times, men's attention.
Okay, listen. This is what happened. It's a no-brainer that as an adult and as somebody who is being exposed, you will understand that relationships have stages. Tubagamba no buli lwakusatu. Wetuba tubakwana. It's called what in English? Corning. You see, Pamela. But then, let me make it easy for you. There's the initiation stage where I'm love bombing you, you're love bombing me, right? We have not looked at we've not looked at the real thing of actually this is the person I'm stuck with for the rest of the life of my life, yeah? Now, after that you go into the exploration, yeah? Do you like the things I like? Like how compatible are we? But then am I staying because I'm under pressure, or am I staying because this relationship is what I want? You will be tested. In most cases, people will cheat. You've seen people who go baba dem relationship n'agenda kewala ne baawukana then ne bamala ne badda ng'amanyi nti siyama ye muntu wange gwe nnonze yantegeera. For men, Pam, you've had men say, oh no, mukazi yakola ki? Pam doesn't want to accept. Okay, yes. And then after that, you get into what we call the deepening stage. I know 100%. That's when a woman will not detach bw'agenda n'atadda nakubiri aliwa Sandra. But sina chengenda mukola sigenda muchusa because you are deepened together. You've understood. That's when, Pamela, you as a woman, you know that Ditacha akwana Shakira, and you make sure Shakira is not sick. You take her for a test. You've seen women that do that. It happens. It's growth in a relationship. Now, if you do not agree with it, you will live in the exploration stage. You will not go to the deepening stage. Now, commitment is when you wake up and have lung cancer and I'm beside you by the bed. You wake up and have diarrhea. What if for better, for worse? The problem is you want commitment to happen when you're still in the exploration stage. This stage is, first of all, togenda zibuka. The commitment stage is a very mature stage in a relationship. Pamela, you close your eyes and know that Ditacha is doing this, Ditacha, like he has cheated on you 1,000 times. You've either onovye, no koma, like you know your person. You've decided to say, one muntu wange, you know that if I say mwa, he's gonna slap me. If I say he, he's gonna, you know there are triggers. Now, that is when you really understand the person you're dealing with in a relationship. Kusteje Ditacha jaba amanyi Pamela we mubuza naddamu in a certain tone. Ayagala space.
Yeah.
Not in yafunyo mukazi omulala.
Thank you.
Which thought I don't subscribe to Pamela thought mbu ene diversion or any reduction in love affairs. A man has strictly got another shifted his love.
We all know how life moves. Life has ups and downs. You understand? But when a man is emotionally unavailable for a particular period of time, you will know that emotion is going somewhere else. And let's not lie about it.
And it will bring you back to the round table.
That emotion is going elsewhere else. Now, if I am deeply an emotional creature, because if I want you to touch me and you've spent 6 months without touching me, 3 months, you don't call me, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week down the road.
Are you eating?
You travel somewhere, you don't tell me.
Do you have shelter?
Like there are things, when a man is not emotionally available in your life, the communication goes down. We need to know that communication is part of emotional availability. It's a very key factor.
So as we are umbling,
touch is part of emotional availability. If you don't touch me, you're probably touching someone else. For 3 months down the road, 2 months, there's a time frame. Every woman knows her man. So by the time you say, I want to leave this guy because he's not
we have 2 minutes. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
Gayo omwenzi kati nze kankubireko omwenzi kankubireko nkugamba kati you're giving a normative reason. Normatively, the government is supposed to provide employment for a citizen who is qualified. Does it provide? No. So you're saying any man who has another woman there will reduce. Mama, there's no one who will increase. Whenever he comes, hello, and yet he's from another woman.
No,
so,
let me tell you something.
How do you describe that?
Women really don't care. Let me tell you, a woman who has decided to stay with a man that she knows or suspects, by the way, they suspect. Women we have intuition. So we can know that this guy's level of attention is reducing. This guy's attention is elsewhere. She will know. Yes. And some of them choose to stay because they want to stay.
If you choose to stay, then don't complain tomorrow.
No, yes, that's what I say.
She's not. Let me tell you, Henry and Ditacha, I don't want you guys to get defensive. When a woman chooses to stay, it's because she wants to stay. Yep. And she can choose to stay and cheat on you and get the attention elsewhere.
Nobody is cheating. She's cheating on herself.
No.
For them sleeping with another man is going to make me not go to heaven. Who tells you that when
no, but if you're cheating,
you're punishing me.
If you're cheating, you're
punishing me.
The bottom line I'm trying to make is women
cheating is punishing me.
It's not punishing. What women want.
Okay, let's hear from Pamela.
You give them. And the other thing is, if a man is still willing to have you in his space, he's going to treat you to. It's not going to be.
We are telling you, Pamela, a man will have another woman and will still touch you, will still do everything, and will
because he wants you
just grown up
and then and you guys who doesn't know that.
Okay, Pamela,
you will have a woman. You will have a woman who is cheating.
Yes,
you get it, and you will never know.
Okay.
You will have 5 children, and they are not yours.
This is no ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat. Mid-morning to Kone.
Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe out.
And you're not really